I'm in Philadelphia, murder capital, Philadelphia. I can't sit still-adelphia. I need a folder, Maniladelphia. I'm an ape, no gorilla-delphia. No Oprah, it's Dr. Philadelphia. Hello, I'm Justin David Mora, and welcome to Exploring Mora, and welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a city of polar opposites. You're either here and you love it, or you're here and you're completely miserable. But for some reason, Brooklynites from all over will come to Philadelphia for a weekend trip, return a month later with a U-Haul truck. So I've got just about one day here in Philadelphia. Let's get ready to explore Mora in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is Independent Dance Hall where they filmed Step Up to the Streets of Philadelphia. Well, Philadelphia definitely understands my mindset. So one of the things that's different about Philadelphia as opposed to Brooklyn is that it's very cheap to live here. It's the second largest market on the East Coast. And these apartments like this that you see right here, $700 a month for the whole thing. Why doesn't everyone just move here already? Well, I'll tell you why they don't move here already. It's the second largest market on the East Coast. It's like number 8 altogether in the country. Crime is higher here. There's not too many more jobs here. Unemployment's a little bit higher than New York City. It's great for someone to move from Pittsburgh or even Jersey. Welcome to Northern Liberties, Philadelphia. Philadelphia's first suburb and the first area to be recently gentrified and cleaned up. What's it like? Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Let's go take a look. So I'm in the Northern Liberties part of Philadelphia, which is kind of like the Williamsburg part of Brooklyn. I'm at a place that's called Honey's, which has been named the best place in the city to have brunch. So what are we going to do? We're going to have lunch. Alright, so I got brisket tacos, and oh mama, boy do they look good. Really tasty. Nice smokiness to the meat. Got some nice kick to it. Got some lime in it. Yeehaw. So like I always said, there is a connection between Brooklyn and Philly. Both places seem to be obsessed with each other, so much so that a Brooklyn transplant has actually transplanted itself into Philadelphia. That being the Brooklyn Flea. Every Sunday here in Piazza Square, you can come to the Brooklyn Flea 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So what's something that's more uniquely Philadelphian and Pennsylvania at the same time? Well, to my sadness, the state owns the liquor and beer industry, so if you were to purchase any of it, you have to go to a specific store. You can't just go to the market. You can't just go to your local bodega like you can in New York. You have to go to a global beer distribution center, like this one right here, Global Beer Distribution. Owned by the state and hugely tax written off. You can get everything. It's a huge array of drinks from, you know, domestics like Miller Lite and international imports like, what's something unique? Corona. So what's the big deal about Northern Liberties, Philadelphia? Well, what was the big deal about Williamsburg, Brooklyn? It used to be 10 years ago in Art Bohemia for such a low rent. Then the real estate market began to speak, and wave after wave of people who could afford low rent and were willing to pay higher rent began to gobble up the apartments. And what do you have? You now have a place where 30-something-year-olds who used to be artists in their 20s are having kids together and creating families in what used to be the grungiest parts of the town. Like this place, The Stables, coming soon to Philadelphia. A reminder that no matter how bad a building is, if it's still standing, you can put in new hardwood floors and charge about $10,000 per person per night for it. So that's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I love it here. It's not quite as crazy and cracked out as Brooklyn is, and maybe that's why I am not ready to leave Brooklyn to come here, but I could definitely see myself moving here for a good reason, like a job or school. I don't know. I guess the only thing really missing is an ex-girlfriend whose couch I could sleep on. We're exploring Mora. I'm Justin David Mora. Thank you for watching.